Hi, good evening, everyone. So let's start today's session. So today we are going to cover very important part because we are going to understand the origin of Vedic maths, then the structure of all the levels, level 1, level 2, level 3 and level 4. And most importantly, we'll discuss about all the sutras and sub-sutras, which are the foundation of everything we teach in Vedic maths, right? So let's start with the origin. So, Vedic Maths was rediscovered by Bharti Krishna Tirthaji. Here is the picture, Maths, and he was not only a mathematician but also a scholar of the Vedas, right? Because Vedic Maths is taken from the Vedas, okay, and mainly from the Atharva Veda. So, mainly it is taken from the Atharva Veda. So he studied ancient Indian scriptures called the Vedas and from these Vedas, four Vedas, derived 16 sutras and sub-sutras, which we are going to cover in this lecture later on. So now one of the most important point to understand here about the sutras and sub-sutras, like these are the formulas, they are not directly written in the Vedas, right? Or in the mathematical form, they are not written in Vedas, but he interpreted that concepts and reconstructed into a mathematical techniques, I can say. So that's why he is the father of Vedic maths. Now comes like why it is called Vedic maths. Why we call it Vedic maths? The because the reason is its base comes from the ancient Indian knowledge system. Okay, because Veda means Indian knowledge system. So it focuses mainly on the mental calculation and it promotes flexibility instead of rigid steps. So we have some flexibility in Vedic maths. There are no, I can say there are no like rigid steps you have to adopt, like you have to apply the rules as per the question or as per the number you have. According to that number, you have to apply that particular method. So, d- if I talk about the traditional maths, so in traditional maths, there is one method for one problem. Am I right? There is one method for one problem. But if I'll talk about Vedic maths, in Vedic maths, we have multiple ways for the same problem, right? There are multiple ways for same problem. Like I'll take one example. If there is a question that is 92 into 93. So we can solve this particular question by using different sutras. Like we can use Nikhilam Sutra here. We can use Urdhva Tiryak. I'll discuss about like details about these sutras further in this lecture only. Just I am giving you an idea like how we are going to solve a particular question by following different approaches, right? And we can apply a formula based like solution for this particular question. So any of these three methods we can use and we'll get the same answer to solve this 92 into 93. So this is the beauty of Vedic maths, right? So here we have multiple ways for the same problem, right? But if I talk about the conventional maths, we have one method for one problem, right? So that's why it is powerful for teaching student Vedic maths, right? Now comes the next, that is levels of Vedic maths. So there are mainly four levels. We have level 1. I'll start from level 1. So level 1, we call it foundation level. So here we'll take students from third standard to fifth standard. Third grade to fifth grade student will take in this level 1, that is the foundation level. So here, what is our focus? The main focus is uh, to make them comfortable with numbers, right? So here we'll like teach about basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, right? So these all topics will cover in the level 1, and like introduction to simple like multiplication, simple shortcuts will teach students, and for division as well, we'll teach Nikhilam method. That is there will take the numbers which are near to base. So as per that, we'll explain each and everything to the students. So here main goal should be to make students comfortable, and we have to remove the fear of mass from the student, right? So this is the level 1. And if I'll talk about level 2, so this is the basic level. Level 2 is the basic level. Here we'll take student from 6th standard to 8th standard, right? So here the numbers are little advanced. Like here, if we are doing the addition of two-digit number or multiplication of two-digit numbers, here will increase the digits. Here we'll follow the same sutra, but the numbers will increase. Like we'll start from 3 digit to 4 digits. I'm talking about addition and subtraction. Similarly, for multiplication, we'll go up till 3 digit numbers. We'll tell them different techniques, different methods. Like there are to solve multiplication question, as I told you earlier, 92 into 93. So there are 4 5 methods to solve that particular question. So in like level 2, we'll teach them three or four different method to solve a particular question, right? And some other shortcuts as well, like table shortcuts, or I can say this square, squaring numbers, cube of numbers, or square root for grade 8th, right? So here what should be our focus? That math is easy and fun. So we have to make that math easy and fun for the students in level 2. That should be our main focus. Then if I talk about the next level, that is level 3rd. Level 3rd, it is a advanced level. Here we'll like teach about coordinate geometry, base will remain the same, like multiplication, division, subtraction, addition, square of numbers, square root, cube root, cubing of numbers. Those topics will remain the same, like percentage, right? And other topics as well. But what we'll add in this level, that is coordinate geometry, algebra, most important. We'll tell them different sutras to solve the questions of algebra. So we'll start from the basic equations, simple equations, and we'll go up till biquadratic. Biquadratic is whose power is 4, right? So we'll teach quadratic equation, cubic equation, simple equation, biquadratic equation, and also trigonometry, right? So this is the advanced level. Here we'll deal with the bigger numbers as compared to level 3. So here will our main focus would be accuracy plus speed. So we have to work for accuracy and speed together in this level, right? Then comes the level 4, that is, we call it application level. Here we'll take students, okay, here I have not written. Here the standard is from 9 to 10th. And if I'll talk about level 4, it is for class plus 1, class plus 2, plus competitive exams. Those students who are preparing for competitive exams, they can opt for level 4. This is the application level. So here we'll introduce complex calculations, problem solving questions, or mixed concept applications, or we'll introduce calculus here, okay, like integration, differentiation, derivative. So all these advanced topics will cover under level 4. So by completing this level 4, student become more confident to solve any question without hesitation, right? And as a teacher, always remember we are not just teaching maths to our student, we are building confidence and thinking ability of our students. So that should be our main focus, right? So these are the different levels. And आप में से बहुत जनों ने level 5 के बारे में भी सुना होगा. You must have heard about level 5. So level 5 is nothing. It is just they just keep this competitive exam preparation level separately. So in study coach, we have merged it in level 4 only. So there are mainly there are 4 levels in Vedic maths, right? So any query, any doubt till here from level 1 to level 4, anything you want to ask, then I'll proceed further to the sutras. Things are clear to everyone? Okay. Yeah, Purnima, good evening. Hmm. 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 I am here to teach you
Hello,
each and
ma'am.
everything.
Good
You
evening.
don't worry about that,
Hi.
Purnima.
Ma'am,
Okay.
we have
Once
four
you
levels.
start
And
learning
like, do we
from
have to complete all the
subtraction,
levels? Because,
from Monday onwards,
in
we'll
level
start the
3 and
first
4, we
topic,
have,
that is subtraction.
much more
Okay. So
deeper
the journey,
concepts,
you'll feel very
right?
comfortable and
Like,
very like
so, like,
friendly in my classrooms.
we'll be
And
able to,
if each
like,
and everything I'll explain you
go with
from
this.
level
Matlab,
1 to
I'm
level
like,
4.
I'm
That's my
comfortable with
duty.
the
Okay.
primary
And I
classes,
would
third
suggest
to
you to
fifth,
complete
and
all the
with
levels,
6 to 8 also. But
right? Because it
like
is
I'm not
beneficial
much
for you.
familiar with
The
these topics
steps
like
are very
interpretation and
easy.
differentiation.
Everything
So
is
will
very
I be
easy.
able to,
Just you need to do plus, minus, like, and I can say
okay,
multiplication. You have
okay,
little number sense, I must say. Rest
okay,
of the things are up to me. I'll explain each and everything in such a manner to
right,
you.
right,
You feel very comfortable and very friendly, right? So don't worry about it. Yes, Bhagwat.
okay, all right, okay,
Mm.
all right, oh, right,
Mm.
right, okay, Okay, right.
I
Okay.
want to ask a question, ma'am. The same
Yes,
thing I
yes, I
had a
can
doubt.
understand. Same answers,
That like I
same
used to teach
answer
till
to
class
you,
8 middle school.
Bhagwati. You
My
feel very
qualification is
comfortable in
M.Com and
learning
B.Ed.
all these things.
As you
I'll
know,
start
commerce is a
from
new
the
subject in class
scratch,
11th,
right?
so
I'll
nobody gives
explain you
you to
each and
teach commerce
everything
and
in
accounts
such a
without any
manner like
experience.
you'll
You don't
feel
get easily
it's very
in
easy.
class 11. So
That's
I
my
end up
guarantee.
taking maths because I
Okay.
like to take
Let me once
do
start
maths.
the
I was good
course.
at numbers,
Like on
statistics,
Monday
accounts, and
onwards,
maths.
you'll
I was
feel the
actually
same
good.
thing.
So I
Like
take up
everything is very
maths
easy.
starting from
Whether
class
it
3
is
till 8.
calculus, whether it is
Used to teach
derivative,
in
or whether it
ICSC
is
board. Now my question is
trigonometry,
same like Purnima
anything.
asked. So
Everything
level
is
4
very
has
easy.
different new
Okay.
things which we haven't
So
taught
don't
or
worry at all.
studied because as a commerce student we were not introduced to all these
Hmm.
things. So we'll be able to do that or not, or it will be too much.
Hmm.
Yes, 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 yes.
Only sutras, there are no mantras, only sutras are there. Okay. So just
Right.
what should be the strategy? If I'll explain you. Like if from Monday onward, let's take a simple example. We'll start from with
So
subtraction. Okay. If you are teaching tuitions, right, and you have a
I'm sure we will do
student
that.
of grade 5 with
Yeah,
you,
yeah, one more thing,
right?
ma'am. Like,
I will
suppose we are
explain
taking
you
a student, a
different
tuition,
different
right?
sutras
So this is
for
not a
solving a
tuition. This is
questions
kind of
of
concepts or
subtraction,
mantra and sutras,
right?
right?
Like
So
I'll take some
if any
names here,
child
like
wants to
Nikhilam
study, we are not supposed to take the
or
entire maths. We are supposed to chapter wise give them sutras and
the
mantras,
numbers,
which
they
is,
are
Vedic maths, right?
complement method we call it. Let's suppose
Sorry, sorry.
I'll like teach
Sutra, then
these
sub
two
sutras. Yes, yes.
sutras to you on Monday. Okay. For this grade 5 student, give him questions related to his class book only. Okay. Pick up that particular topic from the like from his class book and then
Hmm.
ask him to solve questions by using these sutras. That is the best way. If otherwise, if you are like giving them extra worksheet, extra practice sheet, that will become a burden. So it's a best approach if we will
Hmm.
ask them to solve a question of their notebook only. So what we are doing, we are helping them out to solve the questions quickly and they can even check their answers. They have to follow all the steps
Okay.
as per the classroom, right? Because here we are giving them shortcuts, but by following those shortcuts, they can check
Okay.
the questions whether the answer is correct or not. That's the beauty of Vedic Maths. They can cross check. There is one chapter that is digital sum in your curriculum as well. There we can check the answers by taking the digital sums of different numbers. We can check the answers of addition, subtraction, multiplication,
Okay.
and division as well. Right. So the best approach is to pick a particular chapter from the like
Hmm.
class book and then ask them to solve by following the steps of like classroom and by following the steps of Vedic Maths. So then they'll see the difference, like how quickly they are improving or how quickly are able to solve that particular. They can compare. So that will be the best approach, right? And you don't worry about the syllabus about these topics. I
All
can
right, all right.
understand
They
like
can
if
cross check the
differentiation
answers.
integration will come, then it will create a phobia, like they are very difficult, but they are very difficult in conventional maths. They are very easy in Vedic maths. The steps are very easy, right? So that's my job, to let you understand each and everything in more detail and in more, I can say, friendly way, or I can say in a more simpler form. That's my job. Okay. So don't worry at all. Just you need to do practice. That's why we are keeping the classes on alternate basis. Like today you have your class, tomorrow is a off,
Okay, okay.
right? So
They
that's
can
why.
compare. Yes, yes.
uh,
Got it. Got it.
hmm,
Thank
yes.
you, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, but same thing, yes, same thing is applicable to you. Once you do more practice, then all the steps, all the sutras, they are on your tips, right? So then you can see the number. and you can like apply the formula
Okay.
directly.
Okay.
So that is the beauty of Vedic maths. But you need practice. Like for particular sutra, you need to solve at least 15 to 20 questions. Okay. That is mandatory. Okay. Anything else? I'm sorry, Bhagwati. Can you please repeat?
That we used to tell
Yes,
our
yes.
kids also,
You'll
ma'am,
get
that
practice
maths is the
sheets
only subject where
and
we
you'll
need a
get
hands-on
ready to teach
practice. We can't do
manual
it
as well.
orally.
In
And that is
manual, we
why with
have
practice you
different
get
like level
confidence.
wise practice
Same thing is
questions,
applicable to
level
us.
1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And in practice sheet, we are giving you mixed questions. That is for your own practice, so that you have number sense
Hmm.
like this is the number, so this method I should apply and I'll get at the answer more quickly, as I have given you an
Got it.
example, 92 into 93. So if we'll apply Nikhila method to that particular question, we'll get our answer in 5 to 6 seconds. But if we'll apply Urdhva
Hmm.
Tiryak, it will take more time, it will take like 10
Okay.
seconds. So it depends. It depends on the like
Will
question,
we be given
like
practice
what
questions or we need
method
to do it on
is
our own?
suitable and like which method you should apply to that particular
Even
problem.
after each
Okay.
session, will we be given practice questions or we?
Okay, Rajveer, that's great. Anyone else? Okay. So let's continue. So here is sutras and subsutra. Now, what are sutras and subsutras? The sutra and subsutra, they
Okay,
are the
right.
Sanskrit names, right? So basically, sutra means formula and subsutra means sub formula. Okay. So sutras means formulas and subsutras means sub formulas. So there are basically 16 sutras and 13 subsutras in Vedic maths, right? So I'll explain you about them, like the name of the sutra we are going to discuss in this lecture only. I'll give you brief introduction about some sutras which we are going to use mostly in like different chapters. But like if I'll talk about the deep like understanding of that particular sutra, that will cover later on during our chapters. Like from Monday onwards, we'll cover that part as well. Okay. But here, my aim is like I want you to understand their meaning and the use, like how we are going to use them. So let's see the list. There are 16 sutras. These are all the names like Eka, Adhikina, Purvena. They all are the Sanskrit name. Next, we have Nikhilam. Then we have Urdhva, Urdhva Triyak Bhayam, then Paravartya, then Sunya Samaya Samuchaya, then Anurupena, and so on. These are the names of sutras. You'll get all the names in your manual as well. So now comes the meaning. If I'll take the first name, that is Eka Adhikena Purvena. This is the sutra. So it means by one more than the previous one. अगर हिंदी में बोलूं तो पहले वाले से एक ज्यादा. इट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस सूत्र. मीन्स एक अधिक एना, एंड पूर्वेना मीन्स पहले वाला, previous one, right? एक अधिक means one more. Okay, so we'll use this sutras in our multiplication, this particular sutra, and when we are going to like the squaring of numbers. So in these particular topics, we are going to use this particular sutra, that is Eka Adhikina Purvena. Right. Similarly, if I'll talk about second sutra, that is Nikhilam. The short name is Nikhilam. We call it Nikhilam Sutra. Otherwise, the full name is Nikhilam Navascha Nam Dashachaha. Okay, so this is the full name. So the meaning of this sutra is all from 9 and last from 10. So this particular sutra we are going to use in our subtraction, okay, and we'll use it in multiplication, we'll use it in division. Here, this sutra is based on base numbers. I'm going to tell you what are base numbers. So by taking the base numbers, we are going to find out the answers of our subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now let's talk about base numbers first. What are base numbers? It's very important to understand base numbers because many of the questions they are based on base numbers, right? So base numbers are those numbers who are near to base. Base is base means the numbers near to 10, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000. The numbers which are near to these numbers, they are the base numbers, right? So we call them base numbers. So according to the base, we'll apply the method and we'll get our answer. Okay. So as per the zeros, we should have an idea. Like if I'll say 99 and if I'll ask what is the base of this number, so the answer should be 100. 100 is the base of this number. If I'll say 7, if I'll ask what is the base of this number, the answer is 10, right? Similarly, if the number is 898, if I'll say what is the base of this number, it is 1000, right? Similarly, if it is 9994, so the base of this number is 10,000. Am I right? So these are the base numbers, right? And one more thing that is important in Vedic maths, they are the complement numbers. So whenever we'll take the complement of a particular number, we'll take the complement from the base. If I'll say 1 and I'll ask what is the complement of 1? So the complement of 1 is firstly we'll check the base of 1. So what is the base of this 1? It is 10. Right? And if I'll ask the complement should be 9. What I should add to this particular number so that I'll get a base number. That is the
All
complement
right.
of that particular number. If if the number is 3 and if I'll ask what is the complement of 3, the answer should be 7. I need to add 7 to this 3 so that I'll get 10. So I need to I'll get like the base number that is the complement of that particular number. If I'll ask the complement of 7, your answer should be 3. Okay, now you tell me, any one of you, what is the complement of 92? Anyone? Complement of 90? 8. Yes, correct. It is 8 because 92 is the base of 92 is 100 and I need to add 8 to this 92, then only I'll get 100, right? So 8 is the complement of 92. So complement and the base of the numbers. The understanding of these two concepts are very important. It will help you out in multiplication, in subtraction. Okay. So the understanding is very important. Whenever I'll ask you about the complement, the answer should be correct. It
Achha.
should be like you have to find out the base number first, then you
Compliment.
have to find out the difference from the base. That difference is the complement of that particular number, right? So it was about Nikhilam Sutra. Then we have Urdhva Tiryak, the next sutra, that is Urdhva Tiryak Bhayam Sutra, but in short we call it Urdhva Tiryak. So the meaning of this sutra is cross and vertical, or crosswise or vertically. We'll use this sutra in multiplication.
Eight. Eight.
We'll use
Eight.
cross multiplication and vertical multiplication to get our answer in a single step. So, this sutra is very helpful. It is a journal sutra of multiplication. Now, I have used a term journal sutra. So, what is journal? And one is journal, another one is specific. So, if I talk about the journal sutras are those sutras which are applicable to all numbers, whether they are base numbers, whether they are any other numbers, right? So, they are applicable to all numbers. So, Urdhva Tiryak is the example of journal sutra. But if I talk about the specific sutras are those sutras which are specific, like the numbers, they are near to base, or like the numbers they are like 9, 99, 999, likewise. So we'll use one sutra eka adhikina purvena, or likewise we'll use some sutras in multiplication where you'll see we'll use that particular sutra for multiplying numbers which are like these: 9, 999, 99, 499s, likewise. So they are the specific, or निखिलम सूत्रा, अभी मैंने इतना उसका नाम लिया. So that sutra is also a specific sutra because it is applicable for the base numbers. If like numbers they are not near to base. If I'll talk about 53, 53 is not near to base. Okay, it is in the mid. So there is some other technique for it to solve the questions, or like we have numbers like 53, 49, 62. So they are far from the base. So that's why they are not near to base, and the sutra we are going to use that is different to solve such questions. So specific sutras are those which are like near to base, or some specific numbers we are going to cover under these sutras. Right. So these are journal and specific formulas or sub formulas, I can say. Then we'll have another important sutra, that is Paravartya. Paravartya Yojayet. So we'll use this Paravartya sutra for division. Paravartya means change. We'll change the number and then we'll apply it. So change means we'll take the transpose. Its actual meaning is transpose. We'll take the transpose of the number and then we'll apply it. Now, what is transpose of a number? If we have a number that is 7, so 7 is a positive number. So transpose of 7 is minus 7. But in Vedic, we'll write it like this: 7 bar. So 7 bar means minus 7. So it is a negative number. So this is the transpose of this positive number. Or if we have a positive number, sorry, negative number, and we'll change it to a positive, then that is the transpose of that number. So whenever we are changing positive number to a negative number, or negative number to a positive number, that is a transpose of that particular number. So by using this Paravartya Sutra, what we are going to use, we are going to solve the questions of division by simply using addition and subtraction. We'll use addition and subtraction and we'll solve the questions of division in Vedic Maths. So you'll see like how easy it is. We everyone can do addition, everyone can do subtraction, right? So we'll use simple steps and then we'll get the answers like quotient and remainder in division, right? So this is about Paravartya Sutra. Then next we have I'm sorry. Next important sutra, that is Anurupena. Anurupena sutra means proportional. We'll take the ratio and then we'll solve the question. We'll use this sutra in division. We'll use this sutra in squaring numbers. So you'll see, like whenever we are going to cover these topics, you'll see how easily we can solve a particular question by applying this sutra, Anurupena. We'll merge two sutras, Anurupena or Nikhilam or Paravartya, right? So by using two sutras, we are going to solve the questions of division, right? So similarly, we have all the other sutras. We will use different approaches and will solve the problems faster in Vedic maths. So as a trainer, your role is not to make student memorize the things, but to make them understand where to apply a particular sutra. Okay, that should be your goal. Now, if I talk about subsutra, so, Sub-sutra, there are 13. So basically, they are the supporting formulas or sub-formulas, we can say. So they are the supporting formulas. So these supporting formulas, they help us to simplify our steps, to reduce our calculations, or to improve our speed further to solve a particular questions, right? So, like as I told you, Anurupena. So the name of sutra in sub sutra is Anurupena Sunya Manyat. Anurupena Sunya Manyat. So this is the name of sub sutra. Anurupena is the name of sutra. Anurupena Sunya Manyat. This is the name of sub sutra. So here, what we will use, if one ratio is 0, as per question, we'll apply it. So if one ratio is 0, the other ratio is also 0. Likewise. So this simple approach we'll use and we'll get the answer of our question. We have one another sutra, that is Yavadunam, that we are going to use in cubing numbers. So take the cube of numbers, what we will see? We'll see, check the deficiency. Deficiency from where? Deficiency from the base, right? Base numbers. So as per the deficiency, we'll solve the question, we'll follow the steps, and then we'll get the answer very quickly, right? So likewise, we have these different sutras and sub-sutra. So whenever you teach sub-sutras, make sure you always connect them with an example, like where the student, they are like going to reduce the efforts, or they are the steps will be reduced, like where the actual implementation and where, like how quickly they'll get the answers, right? So this is the main thing, you need to focus on it. Okay, so this is all about sutras and sub-sutras and the levels, different levels I told you. So that's it from my side. Now, if you have any query, any doubt, you can ask. And as I told you earlier as well, like from Monday onwards, we'll start our syllabus. We'll start from subtraction. Why I'm going to start from subtraction? Because in subtraction, we have something which we are going to use in our addition as well. So that's why it's better to start from subtraction, then we'll go for addition, then multiplication, division. So likewise. Okay. So anything and you want to add or anything you want to ask, you can ask. Okay, Purnima. Yes, Rajveer, you'll get. chapter wise, I'll take the levels. Okay. I'll start from level 1 only. Let you understand all the steps. Then we'll go to level 2, level 3, level 4, likewise. So only the numbers will increase, digits will increase. Rest of the steps are same for all the levels. Right? Okay, Rajveer, let me read. Yes, Rajveer, you'll get all the information about sutras and sub-sutra. But if you have a habit of like writing the things, making a notes, that's a very good habit. Okay. Otherwise, you'll get each and everything in your this manual. Like there are something which is not there. So in future, like in a class, I'll tell you, make a note of it or write it like a special note so that I'll explain you and I'll let you like understand each and everything likewise. So don't worry about that. But if I'll talk about these sutras and the explanation of these sutra, you'll get everything in manual. Okay. Anyone else? Anything? Murli, you have any query, any doubt, or you want to add something?
It's clear till now, ma'am.
Nothing? Okay. Then I am ending this session here. See you on Monday. So, and from Monday onwards, okay, Bhagwati. And from
Ma'am,
Monday
you will
onwards,
take the
I
curriculum
want
level
your
wise, I mean, according
participation
to month,
like
or
100%.
as when
Whenever
the
I'll
class
ask
starts,
any
will
question,
chapter
you
wise, how will
have
you
to
take?
answer. Okay, whether it is right
All
or
right,
wrong,
all
that's
right,
not an issue.
fine.
I am here to correct you, but I need your participation. Like I'll tell you like how I'm going to teach you. Give me just 2 minutes. Let me explain that. Firstly, I'll explain the first like one sutra of subtraction I'm going
Okay,
to teach you.
thank you so
Then
much.
after completing that particular sutra, what I'll do, I'll solve 2, 3 questions and let you understand the things. After everything is done, then I'll give you 4, 5 questions to solve and I'll ask randomly the answers. Okay. So that I'll get an idea about you, like how much you are able to understand, where you are lacking, and where you are stuck. So that's very important for me to understand. Then only my teaching will be fruitful, right? So never hesitate, never feel anything like if it is wrong or it is right. जो भी है, you have to say. Right? And I am here to correct you. Okay? No problem, Rajveer. You are participating in this chat box only. So it's okay if you are replying on chat box or you are raising your hand. जैसे भी आपको ठीक लगता है. Whatever is comfortable for you, you can like respond as per your choice. Right? Okay, then I am ending up this session here. See you on Monday on the same time, 7:30 to 8:30.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.